Hello, here's another wee story for you. There was this old widow, and she lived in this wee cottage, and she had three sons. She had two sons which were classed as very wise, but they were also very miserable. And she had one son, he was called Jack, and Jack was awful kind-hearted, and he would do anything for you. But it came one day that the mother was very poorly, and she had no food in the house at all. So she says to her son, she says, listen, she says, I doubt, she says, the day has come, she says, when you'll have to go out and push your fortune. So it was decided that they would go for a year away from their mother and push their fortune in the wide world to see how they could get on. So the mother says, I'll bake a couple of scones, she says, and put some butter and cheese on it, she says. And she says, that's all I've got in the house, she says. But she says, I've got enough for the two big scones, she says, and a wee scone, she says. So she says to the brothers, she says to the two wise brothers, she says, what do you want? She says, you want the big one with the curse, she says, or the wee one with the blessing? The brother says, give me the big one, the curse, they were greedy, they wanted the big one to eat. Jack says, no, he says, just give me the wee one with the blessing, he says. So off they set up this road with their wee bundles in their back. Till they came to this three forks in the road. Now there were two roads, one road went to the south, one went to the west. And they were good roads, nice and fine. And one went to the north, but it was rough. So the three wise brothers says, I'm having this road, the nice fine road. The other wise brother said, I'm having this road, the fine road. Jack was left to take the rough track, and he hadn't very good boots in his feet, they were just bits of leather, and his feet were sore. So he walked on, and he came to this wee burn. He says, I'm not in a hurry, he says, I can't help it. He says, he sat down beside his burn and had a drink of water, he says. He sat down beside the wee burn. And while he was down at the burn side, he said, I'll have a bit of my mother's scone as well. So he took it out, but there were a wee robin buzzing about. He said, I can't eat it myself, I'll have to give this robin a wee bit. So he's having his wee scone, his wee home-baked scone his mother made, having it with this wee robin. And the wee robin picked away, and it whistled up his face. So the next thing that happened, the wee robin went away, and it come back with a hazelnut, and it dropped it beside Jack. Jack put it in his pocket, didn't think nothing about it. I'll keep it for luck, he says. See the wee robin left it there. Away he walks away on the road again. So, getting tired and sore and tired and sleepy. So he comes to this other wee, nice wee bit for sitting again. I'm too tired, I'll have to sit in one of the wee rest. But this old tramp man come along the road. And he says, hello. Jack says, hiya. He says, oh, my feet's sore, he says, I'm having a wee rest here. Well, he says, I'm the same, I've been walking for more small runs, he says, till now. Well, Jack says, I haven't got very much of my scone left, he says, but what you've got, he says, you can have it. He says, you're a very kind man, he says, to Jack. Well, Jack says, what I've got, I'll have, he says. No sense me eating it all myself, he says, if there's somebody else going to be hungry. So, the old man, put his hand into his bag. He says, seeing you were so kind, he says, let me show you this. So he took this wee handkerchief out of his bag, and he spread it on the ground, and he passed his hand over the top of it. He says, I wished for a dinner, he says, that the king and queen could sit at. Oh, and just like magic, it turned into a tablecloth, and there was everything there. As much as Jack could eat, as much as any person could eat. Fit for a king and queen. And after he ate his fill and had a good drink, and he was rested. After he was finished, the old man took the handkerchief, folded it up, and says, "Here, Jack, this is yours." "Oh no," he says, "I can't take that. You can't take your gifted handkerchief. You have it from me," he says, "a gift from me to you." So he thanked him very much and walked on his way. Then he come back again along the road, the same bit when he was going back. So he met this old man again. And the old man says to him, "Oh, you're still on the road?" "Yes," Jack says, "I'm not getting very much." He says, in fact," he says, "I've been using the handkerchief," he says, "and it's kept me alive so long. The food and that," he says. "Ah, well," he says, "if you're tired wandering about," he says, "and you can't find anything," he says, "come here, I'll show you this." So he took a tinder box from his back, and he scratched the tinder, and just like that, there were a full regiment of soldiers standing. Now, when they appeared, they says, "Your wish is my command." And the old man says, "My wish," he says, "is for Jack to be married to the king's daughter." Jack says, "Oh, I can't do that." He says, "I've got nothing to offer the king's daughter." "But you will," he says, "you will have plenty to offer the king's daughter. Look in that wee nutshell you've got there," he says, "crack it open." Jack says, he forgot about the wee nut they hadn't spoken, the wee hazelnut. He took it, he spoke it. And the old man says, "Crack it open with a stone." When he cracked it open, there was this diamond ring inside, just made for the king's daughter. Now, the old man says, "I want you to go to the king," he says, "in the castle, and ask for his daughter's hand in marriage." "Oh no, I couldn't do that," Jack says. "She wouldn't take us. She wouldn't be bothered with me, a silly Jack like me. I'm just silly Jack. You're not silly Jack anymore," he says. So he says, "You go to the castle," he says, "I won't be far behind you." He says, "And you ask the king's daughter." So away he went, and he walked for a couple of days to come to the castle. This huge big door in the front of the castle. And he tapped 3 or 4 times on the door. And this maid came out. She says, "What can I do for you?" Jack says, "I want to see the king." So the maid was away back in. She was about 20 minutes in. The next thing he heard the king coming out. "Who?" Sorry about that. "Who is it?" the king says. "Oh," he says, "it's just silly Jack here. But he says, I came up to ask your daughter's hand in marriage." So the king stares at him for a good while. "Do you think you better come in?" he says. So away he goes in, and he says, "You sit there until I come back." So Jack's sitting, and he's always worried, and his heart's thumping, and he's all nervous. "Right," he says. The king come back, and he had his daughter with him, and she was a picture to look at. She was a beautiful woman. Long silk hair come right to her waist. Nice blonde, long blonde hair, and she had dark eyes, and her cheeks was like roses. She was like an angel, beautiful. "Right," the king says. "Now," she says, "the only person that can marry my daughter," he says, "if they can guess the size of her wedding finger." And he says, "I think that will be a hard one," he says. So he says, "If any person's got a ring that can fit my daughter's finger, they will be granted their hand in marriage." Also, they will be granted the whole kingdom.